Welcome, beloved Leo souls, whether you've been blazing through the cosmic wilderness with me since the beginning or you've just stumbled into this sacred den of golden insights, we're thrilled to have you at Golden Fortune Leo. This isn't your average Zodiac channel. We don't skim the surface here. This is where fire meets focus, and where astrology isn't just stargazing, it's soul excavation. And if you're tuning in right now, it's not by accident. The universe doesn't do accidents, it sends invitations. Mercury Trine Pluto on May 27th isn't just a cute planetary alignment. It's a cosmic event designed to jolt your perception, melt your old mental programs, and hand you the blueprints to a whole new inner kingdom. For my fellow Leos, especially those who know in their bones they're part of the chosen ones, this is not the time to nap on your potential. Mercury in Gemini is like espresso for the brain. Ideas are flying, insights are crackling, and suddenly, you're connecting dots that used to look like chaos. Meanwhile, Pluto is retrograde in Aquarius, digging up all the mental rubble you thought you'd neatly buried. Spoiler alert, those thoughts didn't die, they just went underground. And now? They're back, not to haunt you, but to liberate you. This isn't about becoming someone new. It's about reclaiming the brilliance you were before the world asked you to dim it down. So if you've been feeling mentally restless, spiritually itchy, or like your dreams suddenly turned into escape rooms filled with clues, you're not going crazy. You're awakening. And if you listen closely enough, this transit is a divine whisper saying, "Hey, Leo. It's your move. Let's talk about what's really going on beneath the mane, Leo." If the last few days have felt like someone handed you a pair of emotional X-ray goggles, congrats, you're not hallucinating. You're evolving. Under the fierce spotlight of Mercury Trine Pluto, truth is no longer something you chase, it's something that chases you. Conversations are no longer surface-level chit-chat. They're starting to peel back layers like an onion dipped in truth serum. Suddenly, you're catching subtle cues in someone's tone, reading between the lines, and realizing that a lot of what you believed about others, about yourself, is about as expired as last year's resolutions. And no, it's not just the double shot of oat milk cold brew kicking in. It's the psychic clarity of a Leo on the brink of their year of triumph 2025. You're not just seeing clearly, you're seeing through. And then comes the voice. Oh, the voice. Leos, your natural flair for drama is getting an upgrade, and it's not just loud, it's loaded. Mercury Trine Pluto isn't here to turn you into a motivational poster, it's here to give your words power, purpose, and punch. You'll notice you can say things you didn't even know you understood. That truth you've been sitting on like a cat guarding its favorite spot in the sun? It's time to speak it. This isn't a moment for timid whispers. This is your TED Talk from the soul. And yes, the universe is listening. So use that golden tongue of yours wisely. Speak with intention. Humor helps, but so does honesty. Now, let's dip our solar toes into the emotional pool. No need to panic, this isn't a tidal wave of feelings designed to drown your fire. It's a finely tuned curriculum in emotional intelligence 2.0. Old wounds may resurface, but they're here with context, not chaos. You'll be able to understand your reactions without judging them, like a wise lion staring into the horizon, contemplating both survival and sushi. You might even shed a tear or two. Go ahead. It won't tarnish your crown. Because this time, emotion doesn't mean weakness. It means mastery. You're not collapsing, you're expanding. You're not falling apart, you're finally falling into place. Let's cut to the cosmic chase. Leo, your intuition right now isn't just activated, it's running on divine Wi-Fi. Mercury Trine Pluto is turning your inner compass into a full-blown GPS system wired directly to the universe. If you've been waking up at 3 a.m. with visions, déjà vu, or oddly specific dreams involving your third-grade teacher and a pack of glowing wolves, congrats, you're not crazy. You're tuned in. This isn't insomnia, it's spiritual initiation. The veil is thinner, your senses sharper, and those gut feelings you used to ignore? They've basically gone pro. You're not just sensing vibes, you re-downloading divine data packets like a celestial hard drive. So grab your dream journal and stop brushing off the weird stuff. That weird stuff is wisdom in disguise. Now, here's the messy part: your old mindset is falling apart. And frankly, it's about time. That outdated version of yourself, the Leo who overaccommodated, downplayed their magic, or stayed quiet to keep the pieces being lovingly evicted. Let's call it what it is, a spiritual renovation. And sure, renovations get loud and dusty, but would you really rather keep living in the psychic equivalent of grandma's wallpapered basement? The lion does not belong in a cage, especially not one made of outdated beliefs and recycled insecurities. Let it crumble. Trust that what's falling away isn't failure, it's fertilizer for the real you. And then comes the upgrade. This isn't just a breakthrough, it's a full-scale neurological rewire. The patterns you've been stuck in? You're not just becoming aware of them, you're replacing them. Thought by thought, you're reclaiming your inner programming. This isn't a bandage moment, it's a system overhaul. If you've ever wondered, why do I keep attracting the same people, same setbacks, same stuck feeling? This is your answer. This is your cosmic delete button. Hit it with love, hit it with power, and hit it knowing that you're not erasing yourself, you're finally updating to the version of you that was always meant to lead, love, and roar without apology. Let's be real, Leo. At this point in the cosmic game, your words aren't just words, they're alchemy. Mercury Trine Pluto is putting a microphone in your mouth and a spellbook in your throat, and every syllable you speak carries weight, energy, and consequence. This is not the week for half-truths, passive-aggressive side comments, or muttering complaints under your breath like the universe isn't taking notes. Because it is. Loudly. For the chosen ones, and let's be honest, if you're reading this, that includes you. This is your script writing moment. You're not just narrating your story, you're conjuring it. Gossip at this point? It's energetic pollution. But truth spoken with clarity and compassion is the kind of balm that heals ancestral wounds. So choose wisely. Speak like your words are either weapons or wands, because they are. And if you're tempted to play small, remember this: kings and queens don't whisper in the back row, they declare from the throne. Now, buckle in, because reality itself is about to get squishy. Time is bending, dreams are getting pushy, and synchronicities are stacking like cosmic breadcrumbs. You might check the clock and swear it moved backwards. You might think of someone you haven't seen in years and boom, there's their name in your inbox or a song lyric that hits harder than it should. No, you're not losing your grip. You're tuning into a higher frequency. Think of it as divine calibration, not confusion. The universe is speaking in symbols, signals, and serendipity, and your job, Leo, is to stay grounded and wildly curious. This is where magic lives. Not in control, but in surrender. Not in logic, but in the liminal. And let's face it, if anyone can stay regal while reality shapeshifts around them, it's you. But here's the kicker: this isn't just about you. This Mercury-Pluto alignment is triggering a shift in how all of humanity thinks, speaks, and connects. You may have noticed more people speaking their truth, even when it's messy. You may feel collective emotions rising like a global tide. That's not coincidence, it's consciousness evolving, and Leo, you're not just along for the ride. You're leading the charge. Your insight, your clarity, your courage, it fuels the collective field. Your roar echoes far beyond your pride. In the grand symphony of awakening, your voice matters deeply. So if you've been wondering whether to share that thought, that truth, that story, do it. Because someone, somewhere, needs to hear it from you. And finally, let's talk timing. May 26th through May 28th is your sweet spot. This is the portal, the pressure point, the divine download window. Whether you meditate, journal, chant, scream into a pillow, or lie on the floor in full cosmic surrender, this is the time to do it. The universe is listening loud. Not metaphorically. Literally. You'll feel the energy humming in your bones. You'll notice your thoughts shaping reality faster than usual. So use this window wisely. Set intentions. Call in clarity. Let go of what no longer serves. And above all, choose consciousness over comfort. Because while comfort zones may feel safe, they've never been known to birth revolutions. And Leo, you didn't come here to nap through your destiny. You came here to roar. So roar with purpose. Roar with wisdom. And most importantly, roar with love. So, Leo, you've made it to the most important part of this cosmic journey, the part where you actually do something with all this raw, radiant energy you've been downloading like an emotional Jedi on a vision quest. Mercury Trine Pluto isn't just about revelation, it's about integration. Because let's be real, having powerful insights is cute, but embodying them? That's the real flex. So how do you harness this planetary magic like the regal changemaker you are? Let's break it down. First, create space. Yes, I know, you're busy being fabulous. But right now, silence is more valuable than your favorite playlist or the 10th scroll through your feed. Turn down the noise. Your intuition is whispering and it refuses to shout. Trust me, this isn't just a self-care cliche, it's where the gold lives. Speaking of gold, that brings us to journaling. This isn't a Dear Diary moment. This is archaeological excavation. Your subconscious is tossing out treasures like confetti. Don't let them slip through your fingers. Write them down. Even if it makes zero sense in the moment. Especially then. Next, speak with purpose. Mercury and Pluto are watching your mouth like a hawk in a library. This isn't the time for casual complaints or gossip disguised as concern. Your words right now? They're spells. Cast wisely. And if you feel the discomfort creeping in, that's your cue. Lean in. Pluto doesn't show up for a picnic, it shows up for transformation. And no, it doesn't come with a safety net or a snack break. But what it does offer is liberation. Now, those weird dreams you've been having? Don't just laugh them off because your ex showed up dressed like a Greek god holding a pineapple. Dreams are encrypted messages from the divine this week. Decode them. They're smarter than they look. And finally, let go. You're not meant to drag your old belief system into this new timeline like it's carry-on luggage. Shake it off like a lion dusting off the past. You don't need it where you're going. Instead, set intentions not for external results, but for internal truth. Ask yourself, who am I becoming? What do I no longer need to believe in order to rise? The magic isn't in wishing. It's in choosing. And Leo, this week, the cosmos just handed you the pen. Write boldly. And now, my fellow lions, we arrive at the final flare of this cosmic bonfire, a transmission not from the stars above, but from the throne within. This Mercury-Pluto alignment isn't just some woo-woo fluff for your horoscope app. No, this is a full-blown dimensional shift dressed up as mental clarity, cloaked in insight, and wearing the sandals of self-awareness. For Leo especially, this isn't just an update, it's an upgrade. You're being invited to evolve from the loud, lovable leader into a luminous legend whose power no longer depends on volume, but on vibration. The year of triumph 2025 isn't waiting for you to be ready, it's already happening because you dared to show up, scars and all. So here's the final question the universe is placing gently but firmly on your royal lap. Will you keep clinging to the old crown forged from ego, applause, and outdated narratives? Or will you rise to claim the one woven from stardust, soul truth, and the kind of inner peace that doesn't need to prove a damn thing? This is not a time to hesitate. This is your cue to lean in, light up, and lead like never before. The veil is thinning, the energy is rising, and your roar? It's not just noise, it's a cosmic declaration. So speak it. Own it. And remember, the real throne isn't something you sit on, it's something you embody. Let's walk through this portal together, chosen ones. No fear. No filters. Just fire. So, dear Leo, as the cosmic dust settles and your crown gleams a little brighter, here's your final reminder: life isn't just about roaring through challenges, it's also about purring through pleasure. Take time to laugh louder, love deeper, and maybe even nap like royalty. If this message lit a spark in your soul, go ahead, like, share, and subscribe to Golden Fortune Leo, where astrology meets soul, and where every Leo is reminded they were born to shine, not shrink.